Hello, welcome to Let's Play StarCrawlers. This is a dungeon crawler in a sci-fi setting, where you are a crew that is going around investigating, like, space hulks. We're going to do a new game. This is a relatively long game. It's about 35 hours. Here we are, boss. Terminus 9. Hub for the sector. Maybe it's nicer inside than it looks from out here. Guess we'll find out together. Let's talk. Word is the bartender runs the wire here. He's the one you should talk to about getting some jobs. Plenty of credits to be made if we get on his good side. Time for a drink then. Now, okay, we have cyber ninjas, which are... doesn't say... Well, we're not going to do iron mode because, yeah, I don't like that. It is prone to... We're going to do female body, of course. Let's see here. They're cool, but we're going to go to engineer. I haven't played with them yet. Light, tactical... Okay. Light, tactical, heavy, melee weapons, pistols, rifles... Light melee, heavy melee, okay. Experts in support, they're support. They are damage dealers. Force psychers look like paladin types. Falling where their abilities shape robs. Hone their powers and collect tithes. So, doesn't really say. I think they look like some sort of... Look like some sort of, what do you call it? Tanky type. Hacker. They are supported with beneficial optimizations and crippling malware. So buff, debuff. Smuggler. High risk, high reward. Looks like dual pistols, rather, actually. Soldier is basic. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I think what we're going to go for, though, is the Void Psychers. Void Psychers channel powerful and destructive psionics to obliterate their enemies. Tapping into these powers does come with a few side effects, making them an unstable ally. Good look at the abilities. We have Manipulator. Can be converted damaging into build. So it's Damager and, can summon. A Damager and, Debuffer. Cool. And view abilities is weapons and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Dual weapons, traps. Okay, cool. Hacker. What it says, optimization. Okay, so buff, debuff, and Rootkit. I don't know. This must be attacks. And Force Psyker. Force Hammer. It's an attack set. Sentinel Berserker. Sentinel Guardian. Calls you to protect your allies. Directing harm away from them while countering debilitating attacks from foes. Oh, that's how you figure out. Watch over your allies, shielding them from attacks and dealing righteous damage in return. Prevent harm with a well-timed barrier. Vile poisons can be avoided and cleansed by a skilled guardian. That's interesting. Berserk does not care about exploring. This is all damage. Okay, let's go down to Void Psyker and look at abilities. Explore? What? Become a conduit for the void and allow some of it to slip through the reality. What could possibly go wrong? The best way to purge yourself of the evil gnawing at your soul is to channel it directly into people you dislike. The void is terrifying, and you teeter on the edge of insanity. Capitalize on this by pouring it into the minds of your foes. Sometimes manipulate the think-meats of humans while you're not gibbering incoherently. So not much exploration going on here. Any Yahoo can fire a gun, you take your time and aim. Pistols, SMGs, shotguns, rifles, and heavies. You love them all. Often stuff needs shooting. You can help with this. Sometimes stuff needs blowing up. You can help. The more pain you dish out, the more bomblets you throw. The more bomblets you throw, the more pain you dish out. It's pretty deep stuff. good soldier knows there is no I in team, but if you spell it backwards, you get meat, right? Put your meat between your buddies and meat shield. Okay. Got it. Saying goes, you often have to spend cred to earn cred, test your luck and deal massive damage, maybe. No exploration. Any smuggler worth their cred lives and dies by their armaments. The gunslinger obliterates foes in short order. You can often solve problems by simply shooting first. Employing a variety of traps and mechanisms, the smuggler evades notice while dealing damage and debuffs. Knowledge of explosive and traps makes you a valuable asset in certain situations. Boost offense and defense with optimization. Restoring corrupted tech and data is your specialty. Optimization, hackers believe that the open palm beats the closed fist. Okay. Manipulates nanites to deal damage over time. Ooh. Sometimes the best way to deal with a problem is to melt its face off. Malware hacker revels in corrupting tech. So this is removing uncorrupting tech. This is corrupting tech. Disrupt and control enemies with crippling debuffs. The hacker always has superior tech options, but a rootkit hacker is a master of bypassing security systems. Okay. Okay, let's see what you do. We already looked at you. Does not care. Okay, cool. Engineer. Why risk your own hide when you've got a Bolty to get shot for you? While not as strong as a tanking crawler, Bolty deploys at full strength for each battle. Okay, so you get a pet robot. Will happily throw himself in harm's way. Focus on maintaining the team and tinkering with your gear to become a damage dealer or tank. Mechanical systems can be repaired or broken by a well-placed smack from your handy pneumato wrench. Deploy a variety of small robots to deal multiple damage types, effective against single or grouped enemies. Sometimes a handy construct may be just the ticket. Okay. Deception. Focus on combating groups of enemies with debuffs while supporting the team with buffs to their offense and defense, so this is not an attack thing. Take advantage of opportunities to misdirect threats or conceal the team to avoid danger. Combo points to deal high single-target damage. Excels at eliminating tough enemies with strong defenses. Exploit opportunities to eliminate threats before they can engage with your crew in combat. Exploit the positioning of combatants to strike rapidly. Combination is the strongest when the cybernetics has allies present. Okay. If an ally fails an action or situation requires teamwork, you may have an opportunity to intervene. Okay. We are going to go with the Void Psyker just because I like the thing here. All kids, this is the childhood backstory. All kids raised in the slums of the core worlds are weird. You were the weirdest. The lights that have seen phantoms that sometimes manifest around you didn't help convince people otherwise. Gain street code. Unlock special event options. Family fortune sheltered you, but no doctor could cure the strange fits. In a dark alley, a wizened crone fixed you with a dead eye and whispered a word that chilled your blood. A psyker. Formal education. Bandits broke into the shack on the outskirts of Ibris to find you alone. When your parents returned, they couldn't explain the corpses ringing your crib or the horrified expressions etched on their faces. Fringe culture. So, cursed child, rich weirdo. Oh, you got pink hair. Actually, let's go back. Let me... Back. I would like to go back. Thank you. Kamek, Dastas, Akvern, Kolron, Kraka. I like that name. Okay. Okay, so weirdo street kid, weirdo rich kid, or a bunch of bandits died and broke into our house and died. Why were we alone in the house? Why were our parents? Did our parents leave a baby alone? I think. Let's do French culture, I think. Yeah. Rogue Psyker. You felt the Chimera soldiers long before they showed up in Ibris. You were ready for them. Violet light poured from your eyes and pierced their very souls. More would come. It was time to flee. Low rep of Chimera plus 5% damage. The doctors weren't the vile shadow men you saw in your dreams. They were kind and sympathetic. They read tests and asked questions, but eventually they let you go in the fringe. Okay, nobody. You wake to find Ibris deserted. At least you think so. Fleeting shadows danced at the edges of your vision. They soon faded. One dark figure remained. As it fled towards the fringe, you followed. Okay. So, basically, everybody on my colony vanished. Gained nothing. Plus 10% accuracy. 5%. I'm gonna go with this just because it sounds interesting. Now, what's it? Adulthood. Okay. The voices generally maintain an appropriate background volume and level now. Living on the fringe has afforded time and solitude to learn a measure of control, but something in the stars still calls to you. Money. They say you can't move things with your mind, but you can. They say the writhing tentacles are just in your brain, but no, you put the tentacles in their brains. They will see. They will all see. Lunatic. Crit, bonus damage, minus health. Racked with fever for an eternity, you almost cracked. At last, a terrible truth was revealed to you. Made self-evident in suffering, you saw what lies beyond. Now, you go to spread the word of its coming. I think we're going to go to secret, though. Okay, history. Cursed child, nobody, seeker. Welcome to Styx. So, you have unspent ability points. Oh, okay. Haggard-looking bartender is working the bar. His mech arm continuing to wipe down the pitted counter as he sizes you up. Evening. Haven't seen you here before. So welcome to Station Terminus 9. Jewel of the sector. Locals call her Styx for short. What's your poison? Looking for work? Terminus 9? What happened to the other 8? The shadows gather. I must enter the maelstrom. You will aid on this dire path. I have sensed it. Gods, another barmy psyker. This makes 3. That makes 3 this cycle. We take all sorts here, but mind you, keep the babbling and manifesting to a minimum, yeah? Folks get antsy when you lot start sprouting tendrils. Taking a long drag from his cigar, Doc stares at you evenly. Trouble is, I'm not hiring janitors at the moment. I sense sarcasm. Just funning with you. It's not every cycle I get a new crawler. Leans forward on the creaking bar. Trouble is, my wire terminal's on the fritz. I can't get you any work until it's fixed. Maybe you could do me a favor and grab some spare pots from the basements? Is this some kind of tutorial? Are you tutorialing me? Well, if you're going to do what's the wire? Green to crawling, huh? The wire is the main source of information out here in the Styx. Unless you count the drivel that passes for news on the corp channels, he glances around and leans in. It's also how us agents get jobs to pass on to crawlers. Help me get it fixed up and I can get you some work. What do you say? Sure, I can do that. Excuse me. He waves you off and turns to a deal with a surly customer, calling to you over his shoulder as he goes. Thanks much. I'll stick it on the job board, check it out, then head on down to the basement whenever. Check out for Sudsy. Sudsy? Had to toss that guy out. Tab as long as my arm. Put the tab on the job, put the job on the board for you, so as you can see how that works. Okay, so we're going to exit here for a moment. We're going to go to here. We have 3 ability points. I do want Shadow Coil. Generates 2 energy. Generates 1. Okay, high levels increase the odds of a daily. This generates is consumed. Okay, does this power? Okay. This consumes. Drain. So, I do think I'm going to start with one in each. Yeah. Crarel. We don't have any other team members. Look at the loadout. I don't have any extras. Okay, back. Can we hire bank account one? It's 150, so no. Open my stash. I don't have anything in my stash. I'm gonna check. Pays 10. Asset acquisition, danger rating normal. And we're gonna accept. We're gonna get 40 XP and 10 monies. UFP replaced the corrupt universal government with a neutral council focus on prosperity. Yeah. Prosperity. For who? Waza to move, Strafe with Q and E, flashlight with the F key, customize hotkeys. Okay. Okay. Oh right, you can mouse them too. Should auction this to the Mac. Okay. Lunchbox. Okay. Something we can find while... Oh, look at this. There we go. I was right where I did remember correctly. There was a button I had to push. What is this? A small medikit. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, right, there we go. Let's hands off that for a moment. Many objects are interactive. Look at the object and click. The object is engaged. Find a manual override if you want to get in. Try searching for an obvious switch. Obvious switch. As the door grinds open, a small hooded figure darts through and past you. Towards the exit door, it pauses, cautiously turns to study you. Appears to be a small child, probably a station urchin. Underneath the tatters of the filthy cloak, you see a glint of something shiny. I am not going to frighten the child with nightmarish visions of the void. You call out, you mean no harm. You call out in a firm voice, you mean no harm. The child startles the sound of your voice and slips into the shadows. Okay. Whoa. What did that say? Okay, okay. This door isn't locked, but suddenly refuses to open. If you haven't already opened... Okay, this is what this is for. Blast the door, menace the door. Let's have tendrils tear it open. Okay. Found a data jack. These terminals connect to the real world to the virtual one on local. Gives you access to traps, security doors, and more. I am not a hacker. There's a hidden data store on this node that can be looted. Loot the data store. Solid shell defense utility and security program. Okay, exit this node. Link to a data jack in the real world. Exit this node. Let's go to this one. Entered hacking combat with the enemy. On your turn, click and hold on an enemy to see the program wheel. Release over a program to run it. Is a corruption type enemy and will take bonus damage from your security programs. This Damage the core of your deck with the attack is reduced 0 deck. Okay. Got it. Okay. Masking. Okay, you'll be okay. Masking and cool. Okay, what is this? Okay, that's a weird tutorial. All security systems crash the core and take down those laser beams. Yeah, sure. Manually crash the system core. That seems... That's perfectly fine, right? Okay. Let me... Is there a thing I can do here? I'm guessing no. I think that was... Ooh. Is there stuff back here I missed? No. Oh, hello. Turn order is shown up here. Okay, there's Sudsy up there. On your turn, see the... Okay. Fast abilities cost fewer time unit slow. Okay, hit harder. Time unit error shows where you will move in the timeline if the ability is used. Okay, I have no void energy, so this can't use. Doesn't do much. Can strike, can drain. He doesn't have a shield up though, so we're gonna do Shadowfall and miss and get some void energy. Both positive and negative status effects are displayed in character's battle icon. Click a battle icon for more details. Check it out for now. Sparkles, thoroughly scrubbed by Sudsy. Okay. Okay, you have a cooldown. Nice. Cool. Crarel is much cleaner. Crarel loses control over void energy. Oh no. I think I took some damage. Okay. Can I look at my loadout? Save that. Cool. Anything else here? Bonus, secret cache. I think I got everything. Yes. Oh no, I do want yes. Expected yes to be the top button, not the lower one. Okay, Doc Sam can now fix his wire connection and you find jobs and find new jobs. You should head back to the Solution Saloon to deliver it. Oh, hello. You stroll through the station, a cloaked figure sidles up to you. Ah, new adventurers in our humble station, yes? I can always spot a potential business partner from a parsec away. Who are you? We've met before, I'm sure of it. I don't want to buy a space rock, Mr. Goggles. My home is in the Rim, and the Rim is in my head, okay? Clanks his head respectfully, his eyes veiled behind his goggles. Chummer, it takes one to know one, as they say. And I know you, shifty glances, careful movements. You're no core bumbler come to gawk at the wayward Rimfolk. I'd never run a gambit on a local, not good for business, yes? Now give this a listen, and tell me what you think. We've met before, I'm sure of it. Oh, perhaps. Perhaps. I do try and forget every face that enters my humble store. Helps with plausible deniability, you see. But I digress. We will be business partners, I'm sure of it. Who are you? Where are my manners? Crarel, at your service. Not related to Babylon 5. Proprietor of the black market, purveyor of the haunt goods, even hotter gossip. Actually, you do look familiar. Have we met before? Indeed, here. He hands you a small glowing cube for the holes of his robe. This is a neon cube. Bring me any that you find, I'll trade you for them. Keep this as an example of my good favor. What to look for when you're crawling. Okay. What is it? Mere bauble, really. A marketing trinket from Aramazon that was produced en masse before the company went bankrupt. You'll notice a unique serial etched into each casing. Quite the collectible for the idle-rich, otherwise worthless. Why are you collecting them? The client has contracted me to acquire as many as possible for a private collection. We're trading rare gear. Can I? No, I can't. I'll write a key. Excellent question. My client has access to some incredibly rare exotic gear, weapons and such you would never be able to find. Okay, I'll keep an eye out for it. Excellent. I am most pleased by your business acumen, and I'm sure you will be most pleased by the sweet swag I'm offering in exchange. Okay. So we're going to go over here. Hey there, Sparkle Pony. It looks like Sudsy was no obstacle, and you returned victorious. Fire parts in hand. You do something different with your armor. It's sparkling. Sudsy's soul sparkles in the ether now. Ha! Just my way of having a bit of fun with the newbies. No hard feelings, eh? Don't worry about Sudsy. It gives our engineer Talry something to fix. You should head to her store if you're looking to gear up. Grabs the spare part and turns to the wire terminal. Up and running. Meantime, Talry just posted a local job. Check the job board in a minute. Okay, talk to you later. Exit the saloon, I think. Pack shop. Medicinals. Gear and sundries, the black market. We're going to go to the gear and sundries, I think, but that's going to be another video. See you in a moment.